Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I am going to talk about what I personally think are the absolute best indicators for people who want to scalp trade the crypto market, okay? So for those of you who are actually new to my channel, if you are interested in trading and you would like to try the same exchange that I use, feel free to go ahead and try the MEXC crypto exchange. You can find a link to it in the description below this video. A lot of people ask me why I love this exchange. Honestly, guys, I'm a huge altcoin fan, okay? Obviously, as you can tell by the name of my channel, I love altcoins, okay? I love being able to buy small cap altcoins before the bull market starts or before a bull market starts. So I like to be a member of a crypto exchange that allows me to buy all kinds of different small cap altcoins. And MEXC has over 1,500 different altcoins to trade or buy. And that's pretty much the main reason why I love this crypto exchange, you guys. They have all kinds of different altcoins to buy, and they're adding all kinds more on a regular basis, okay? In addition, their futures trading is really nice, so I love that too. So guys, realistically here, we are going to talk about what I think are the best indicators to use if you want to scalp the crypto market, okay? Now, here's the thing, you guys. What is scalping, okay? So you're going to get probably a different answer from all kinds of different people. Everybody's got their own definition, okay? But to put things very simply here, scalping is pretty much when you are profiting from the crypto market, or any market for that matter. It's when you're profiting from the market on a very short time frame, okay? So when you're typically day trading, there's typically day trading where you're in and out of trades within a matter of, like, you know, I don't know, like 24 hours or so, meaning you're entering a trade, you know, in the morning or something like that, and then you're exiting that trade before you go to bed, okay? That's typically day trading, all right? Scalping is more along the lines of you're after micro profits. And when I'm talking about micro profits, you guys, I'm talking about fractions of a percent, okay? Either fractions of a percent or you know, maybe even up to like 1 to 3% or something like that. Either way, you guys, realistically, you are after the very small price movements, okay? So typically, you guys, a lot of traders who are scalping are typically using anywhere from, you know, the 15-minute charts to the 5-minute charts or even the 1-minute charts, okay? But typically, 9 times out of 10, you guys, for the way that I'm going to be showing you in this video, I'm going to be using the 15-minute chart, okay? So guys, and the other thing I want to talk about here before we actually get to the chart stuff is the one thing I want you to remember is indicators are not guarantees of price movement, okay? They never are, okay? There is not an indicator on this planet that can guarantee you with 100% certainty where the price is going to go, okay? All indicators do is they help you predict where you personally think the price might move, okay? They're typically tools to help us figure out where we think the price is going to go, okay? They're not, you know, they're not meant as to be, you know, guaranteed indicators or anything like that, okay? So guys, I'm going to show you how you would scalp something, okay? So let me go over my chart here. Clearly I am on the daily Bitcoin chart, as you guys can clearly see here. Let me go ahead and get rid of all this stuff here so that it's not in the way. Get rid of these support and resistance lines. Let me get rid of them here. So we got 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I should have done this before I started the video. I apologize, guys. All right, so let me see here. I can probably get away with keeping my descending triangle here. So we will move over to the 15-minute chart. Actually, for those of you who have no idea what I'm doing at all, and you are interested in, you know, scalping the crypto market, feel free to go ahead and make an account with TradingView. It's tradingview.com. You'll make an account and then you can go to the charts, and when you get to the charts, you'll simply go up here where this time frame is, where it says 1 day, and you want to click it and you want to go to 15 minutes, okay? So we'll go to 15-minute chart. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of these. We'll go to 15-minute chart and we will go ahead and make these bars bigger. All right, so now it's starting to look like something here. Okay, so here we are on the 15-minute chart, you guys. So the two indicators that I'm going to talk about here, you guys, is the indicators that I feel are the best for scalping stuff like this is going to be MACD in addition to RSI, okay? Now, for those of you who aren't new to my channel and you've been watching me for a while, you know in the past that I've used RSI and MACD a lot, okay? I've typically been using RSI and MACD to trade myself for the last 5 years, and it's worked out great for me, okay? And it works out great for scalping too, and I'm going to show you exactly how here. So what you would do is you'll go to indicators up here. You'll literally just click indicators, and you will just type in, we'll type in RSI first. So type in RSI, and then where it says relative strength index, that's what you want. So you'll just click it, and then next we want to type in MACD, just MACD, and that's it. And then where it says moving average convergence divergence, that's the one you want, so you'll just click it. All right, so there we go. We've got our MACD and we've got our RSI. All right, so here's the thing, you guys. All right, a little bit of background on these two. Okay, so RSI, typically what happens with RSI is it's pretty much, these are both momentum indicators pretty much. So pretty much when this line right here, let me go ahead and get rid of the yellow line. We don't need the yellow line. So if you want to get rid of the yellow line too, just click on this cog right here on the RSI, go to style, and where it says RSI based MA, you'll just click it and it'll go away. Also make this white too if you want, it's easier to see. So here we go, you guys. We've got RSI open. So clearly, you guys, as you guys can see, this very top dotted line here, let me go over here. With this top dotted line represents the number 70, okay? This bottom line down here represents 30, okay? So typically what happens here, you guys, is when the market reaches above the 50 line, the center line, it typically means the market is starting to become overbought, okay? Typically what that means is buyers are starting to get weakened, okay? Pretty much, that's pretty much what it means, okay? You know, buying is typically starting to get weakened, and it could potentially start to move downwards after that, okay? So typically that's what that means. It's a good indicator of knowing that the market is typically overbought, okay? Now, if it's below this 50 line, it means it's oversold, okay? If it's way below it, it means it's really oversold, and it's probably going to end up shooting back upwards at some point in time very closely, okay? So keep that in mind. That's something to keep in mind, all right? Now, our MACD is pretty much kind of the same. These are moving averages. And as you guys can clearly see, these moving averages kind of go in line with where the RSI currently is. And we're going to see that here in a couple minutes, okay? Because I'm going to give you an exact idea of where I personally would have bought and sold during these positions, okay? So here's the thing, you guys. If we scroll back, let me see. If we scroll back here, we can clearly see different spots where it would have been good to buy and sell, okay? Here's a good, perfect spot, okay? So realistically here, you guys, you know, we can see a good spot right in here, all right? So this is a good spot, all right? So here's the thing. Here's what I would have done, all right? So realistically, you guys, we can clearly see on the line right here. Here, I'll go ahead and mark this. We can clearly see here on the line right in here. This is where I'm looking at. So right in there, you guys, is where you can clearly see the market was oversold, okay? The market was oversold. We were below that 50 line, right? Correct? But on top of that, you guys, you can clearly see that these moving averages, the moving averages on the MACD were also very low, okay? And you can also clearly see that we switched from being pretty much bullish or bearish to bullish. That's pretty much what that means with the MACD is when it goes from red to green, okay? So that's typically what that means. So when you have both of these lining up together, you know, this is oversold, and on top of that, at the same time, these moving averages are crossing over into bullish territory. That's a good sign. I would have bought there, okay? So here's the thing. I would have bought there, so I will go ahead and mark that on the chart. So I would have bought probably right around in here somewhere, okay? All right, so we've got that. And then where you would sell, you guys, is you follow it all the way up. You want to sell when the RSI is oversold, okay? Or sorry, overbought, okay? That's typically when you want to buy, when it's overbought, because that typically means that it's going to start going downwards. And you can clearly see that right here. Got all the way to the top above this 70 line on the RSI because it was way overbought, and it started to come down and crash hard, okay? So that's what I'm talking about, you guys. You would have wanted to sell way up here, okay? So that's typically what you would want to look for. You would sell right up there. Now, guys, as far as time frame from then to then, let's see here. That happened on October 10th at 21:45. I don't know military time, so what is 21:45? That would be I don't even know what time that is. At 21:45 to 7:15. So 21:45 to 7:15. So basically 22 to 7. That would basically be 22, 23, 24. So that would be typically roughly about 9 hours, you guys. So typically that would have been a good solid 9-hour trade. Okay. So what you would typically do there, you guys, let's see what you would have made. Okay. So if we go ahead and mark this right here and you rode it all the way to the top up here, if you still ended up selling up there, that's a good one, that's a good 1% trade that you just made, okay? So that is typically scalping, you guys. Now, I know what you're probably thinking right now. You're probably thinking, hey, that's a 1% deal. That's really not that much money. And realistically here, you guys, that's really not that much, to be honest with you. But if you are trading the futures market and you're using 10x leverage or something like that, that 1% could have been 10% instead. So that's kind of where people make a lot of money with trading, trading the crypto market is. A lot of people are actually trading the futures market instead, and they're using leverage. Because realistically, if you're using 10x leverage, like I was just saying, that would have been 10% instead of 1%, you guys. So keep that in mind as well, all right? So realistically here, you guys, that is a good, solid profit, okay? 1% in a day, that's not bad at all. It's really not, okay? Now here's the thing. So I showed you exactly how you would go about buying and where you would want to sell, right? Now here's the thing. Another thing you can use is, with the MACD, here's the thing. The key thing with the MACD is you want to make sure the lines are crossing, okay? You want to make sure that the lines are crossing. But here's the thing. When you start to get into territory like this is the main thing I wanted to show you here. When you start to get into territory like this, where it's literally like you can see it turned green, and then it turned red, and then it turned green again, and it turned red again. When you start to see that kind of stuff, you guys, you do not want to mess around with the market, okay? Get out, don't touch it, leave it be, okay? The goal here is you want to be trading the trends, okay? That's not a trend. That's more of a consolidation type thing. Price is consolidating there. It can't decide if it wants to go up or down, and it's kind of just sitting there. It's kind of just being dormant, okay? So you don't want to touch that, all right? That would not be a good spot to try to get in, all right? So keep that in mind as well. The bigger these bars are, the better. The more volume there is in the market, the better, okay? Obviously, that's common sense. So realistically here, you guys, like if you were shorting the market as well, again, right up here would have been a good, I'm talking for people who are trading the futures market instead of the spot market. A good spot would have been to get in right at the top here, obviously. Right when the bars started to turn, from dark green to light green, and it started to move downward, because you can clearly see it on the MACD right here, you guys. So clearly, realistically, that would have been a good spot, all right? And a good spot to sell out, obviously, you guys would have been when RSI hit the very, very bottom down here. Or if you wanted to wait even longer, you can't predict that it's going to drop as far as it did right here. But even if you sold right here, that's still good, solid profit, you guys. So realistically, if you were trading, if you were shorting this and you were trading the futures market, that would have been a solid 1.35% gain, which would have been, in the futures market with 10x leverage, that would have probably been roughly around 13%. So overall here, you guys, you can clearly see how you can easily scalp the market just by using RSI and MACD. Again, I'm not going to say it's easy or anything like that, but you can really make some pretty decent profits doing this stuff, you guys. So let's see here. Other than that, you guys, overall, honestly, you guys, no strategy is ever going to be perfect. And that's kind of one of the key things that you want to keep in mind as well. No strategy, I don't care who it is, they can try to hype it up as much as they want. Because I'm sure you guys have probably seen it a lot on Twitter and other places as well. People hype shit up all the time, okay? Especially in the crypto market, all right? Don't listen to these people, okay? You guys just seriously don't. If somebody's hyping something up, there's some tomfoolery going on behind the scenes there, okay? There's some kind of sketchy shit going on there, okay? You want to stay away from that stuff, all right? So as I was saying, no strategy is ever perfect when it comes to scalping, all right? But I've typically found, you guys, that scalping the crypto market, especially Bitcoin, and that's the other thing here, you guys, is Bitcoin, you're going to have the most volume pretty much at all times. I like to stick with Bitcoin just as far as trading, simply because the movements are more predictable than the other altcoins. You can trade the other altcoins if you want, but I mainly just use altcoins for buying and holding long term, and I'll trade the Bitcoin market. Other than that, you guys, With RSI and MACD, you know, it can typically be a lot of fun scalping the market with RSI and MACD, especially on Bitcoin. And especially when you start to see the price movement, especially when you start to see price movements moving in, you know, the direction that you are predicting it's going to move. So when you start to see things working out for you like that, it becomes a lot of fun to trade this market, you guys. So overall here, again, you guys, this is just one strategy for scalping the market, okay? Like I said, you know, I'm probably, you know, just like on most of my videos, I get a lot of people who talk smack. I get a lot of people who say, oh, that doesn't work, or that's never going to work, or don't listen to this guy. Here's the thing, all right? Everybody has different opinions. Everybody uses different strategies, okay? Just because somebody uses a different strategy than someone else, it doesn't mean that that person is wrong. It just means that they use something different, okay? And there's nothing wrong with being different, all right? So keep that in mind as well. But overall here, you guys, that is going to pretty much do it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, hey, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section of my future videos.